Hi, this is Nina Sonani from Bangalore, and this is episode 1, How to Get Internship in Web Development. As this is the first episode of the series, I'll talk about the series a bit. So, I wanted to start this series because I was getting a lot of questions on LinkedIn regarding college like internship, placements, writing a research paper, hackathons, a lot of questions. And it was very difficult for me to address a question like to everyone. I saw that there are resources on YouTube to answer this question, but there's a lot of wasting of time because I was very irritated during my first second year because to get like 30 seconds of answer you had to watch a 15-20 minutes video, and because creators used to waste your time, so it was very irritating for me personally. So I thought I should create a place where I answer your college doubts under 5 minutes. That's my promise, and I'll try to provide you a resource, and at the end of the video I'll share you my experience. So if you have some time you can watch, otherwise that's okay, because that might be a good learning for you. So if you want, you can watch. I'm the right person to address this question because I'm freshly out of college, because just कल ही मेरा 8 सेम का रिजल्ट आया and I got like a decent CGPA, and I'm currently interning at Oracle as a software developer, and I'll be joining Oracle from August. So placements, and I've done like more than 4 or 5 internships in corporate startups. I've written 2 research papers, one published in IEEE, and then I've written GRE, and then I've been to a lot of trips during my college, and I have close friends who are going for masters abroad and then who have written GATE. And I've been to 10 plus offline hackathons. So I have seen college life freshly, and I've interacted with a lot of people during my college time. So I thought of putting all this knowledge somewhere. And if I don't have any knowledge in a particular domain, I try to bring a resource person who can address your question. So this is about the series 5 Minute College. Hope you enjoy the series. So let's begin with the video. So let's start. So first step is buying a course. So I personally believe that Udemy was a great resource to buy a course, and there are a lot of courses which are like properly fully fledged. So I personally did a course from Angela Yu. It's a pretty famous course. I think you must have heard it for web development. It's a fully fledged course, and there are like more than 50,000 reviews, and it has a very 4.7 star rating. So it's a very good course. And see, there are a lot of platforms for courses. Like there's a Coursera, there's Udemy, there's a lot of courses. But it doesn't. No course is perfect. It depends upon you. So no matter how the course is, all that matters is how well do you understand the course. So that's what I want to tell. And another thing is, YouTube is again a great resource if you want to learn anything. But I personally believe that YouTube has like a lot of distractions, and then again, there's no end to end. Like there are very less end to end courses. So again, if you find a good end to end course on YouTube, it will be well and good. But if you want to learn anything specific, I think YouTube is a great resource. But I think invest in a Udemy course. It's like only 500 rupees, and it's definitely worth it. A good Udemy course is definitely. So the second point is building your own projects. So now this is a time where you get your hands dirty and apply the concept that you have learned. So, and I've seen that a lot of people do it simultaneously while doing the course, which is a very good practice. I believe in that, and it might help you to apply as soon as possible. And it's a good practice. But what a lot of people do is they just see it and just copy it, and that at that point you do not use your brain and do not properly use your concepts to build a project. So sometimes what you should do is, if you're doing a course and a YouTube video, see the concepts and apply it for your own use case. So for an example, I can give you that. So I've built a social media application. So on the course, it was for a traveling agency. So there was basically CRUD operations: create, read, update, and delete for a travel agency. But I implemented it for my book reserve application. So basically, anyone can come put their book review, and you can like it or edit it or delete the. It's basically a social media for books. It was for travel, but I implemented my own use case. So in this case, I used all the concepts from my own use case, which helped me a lot to understand the concepts and then apply it. This is very important. And you can also build projects by going to hackathons. This is a great way of building a real world project, because there you'll basically have a real problem statement. You'll collaborate with few folks, and then the knowledge will be shared, and that's a great opportunity to showcase in the resume. So that's it with the second point. And the third step is approaching people slash startups. Now this is a simple yet most important step, and you can start this from the week you start your course. They might wait for the course to get finished and then building projects, and then they might start applying. But I would say that start applying just week after you start your course, because see, 90% of the startups won't reply to the freshers. So all you can do is try. It's all about the numbers. I mean, you should do like this, that keep a number, let's suppose 10 or 15. So apply to 10-15 startups per day. And even if you get shortlisted and then you give your interview on the middle of the course, give the interview. It will give you experience and it will help you a lot when you crack your real interview. So it's all about the numbers. Just keep applying. There are a lot of resources like LinkedIn, WeWork, and then Wellfound. So what I'll do is I'll basically link down in the description like all the places where you can apply, which I found that worked, and it might help you. Hackathons are a great way to approach people because I've got my internship in hackathon as well. So be hungry, be open, just ask people that I want to get an internship, and in hackathons you might find a startup where you can work. So approaching people slash startups is very important. Offline, online, like drop emails and like I just want to tell you, be shameless at this point because there are a lot of people just like you who are applying. So keep that in mind. So that's it, and I hope I have covered all your points. And if you still have some doubts, put that in the comment, and I'll try to answer all your doubts. So let's start with my experience part. And I still remember today I've just graduated, मतलब fourth year खत्म हुआ है, and 4 years back I was just a fresher जब मैं Bangalore आया. And one lucky thing that happened to me is COVID hit. I know it's a bad thing, but COVID hit, and I had like 1 year free time just during my JE exam, just after my JE exam as well. So what I did is, instead of wasting time, I thought of buying a course web development. I always knew I wanted to be a software developer. अभी clarity नहीं, but वो time I wanted to be a software developer. So I bought a course, Angelo wala course, which I told you about. Did that course like consistently, build the projects. But I was still in my hometown, Silvassa. So I went to Bangalore in my first year, started applying. I was aiming for an internship. First time गया, no internship. Second sem गया, no internship. So I kept on applying. मतलब I got rejected like so many times. I have cold mailed people, like more than 1,000 people I have cold mailed, and none used to, like no people used to reply because I barely did a single course and I was just in the first year. So why would a person hire me? And but luckily in my third semester, I got an internship as a web developer. So during that, the thing I want to focus on is during that first year, I applied and I got rejected. So that rejection gave me the understanding, the way you should represent yourself in an interview. How should you carry yourself? What React concepts are most asked in the interview? How can I learn about React.js, Node.js? What concepts are important? How should I build project? How should I answer the questions? And that rejection taught me how can I crack my first interview. So that was very important. That's what I want to tell because people, it's all about numbers. Trust me. तुम लोग 1,000 2,000 places पे apply करोगे, barely 100 people will reply you, and then barely 10 15 you'll appear to 10 15 interviews, and then most might reject you. That rejection will give you confidence to crack an interview after a couple of interviews. So face an interview, no matter you get rejected, face an interview. And while doing this, I'm currently interning at Oracle as a software developer that is on campus. So off campus is a little bit difficult. It was very difficult uh, because people don't reply. But I eventually got, and I also tried in ISC Bangalore, which I got rejected. Well, that's one failure, not failure, but it's one thing I was trying for in my college a lot because that time I wanted to go for masters, but nahi mili yaar. Like if you want an internship in ISC, you should have like strong networks. Like you should go from a referral, or second thing is there are programs like Sensei and all which IISc Bangalore themselves open, and then they hire recruit for interns. So that was one thing which I wanted to try but nahi mili. So if you want to take my advice, there's only two things I want to tell. Keep applying, expect मत करो, keep applying. And second thing is be fearless. मतलब I went to hackathon, I like basharamly I asked for an interview to the judges and they gave me because I have built a project in a domain which they liked. So I have got two internships in a hackathons. One was a hackathon in PAS University, and second one was an Iron hackathon. So be fearless, be shameless, and keep doing it, and you'll be fine. And if you have any doubts, still DM. And this is the end of my first 5 minute series. And आगे भी वीडियो आती रहेगी. So like, comment, and subscribe, and love you guys.